Hello and welcome to another simulation session. First of all, we will move towards any random date and all right, we will simulate in 1st of March because there is a lot of this consolidation stuff. I want to see that stuff in more detail. All right, starting from monthly. First of all, move towards our reading hour from 1300 hours. Yeah, we will. Yeah. And starting from monthly time frame, I look at monthly, I can see that the previous monthly candle closed with a rejection and the current monthly candle is moving up. There is probability we will fill this entire range. If I look at weekly time frame, the weekly time frame is bullish. There is a wick around 50 pips away, and if we break above that area, there is a opportunity for buy. If I look at daily, the daily candle is bullish. There is probability we can continue pushing up. So now, as I can see that if I look at hourly time frame, that there was price broke of that support. Yeah, and I am anticipating prices to go up. So I am trying to execute a buy position here, but I need how market is respecting the breakouts today. If I look at, I need to look at M5 breakouts. Yeah, so I can see although we are pushing up, but this is the type of volume in which breakouts do work out, but the better probability for buying that wait for retracement. For retracement and then buying makes much more sense in this type of price action. So overall, my bias is buys. I am looking for buys. For sells, I need to wait for resistance formation and trade that resistance once we break a support formation and trade once we break below that support. So that is my whole idea. I will be doing live stream with 11x speed. We are breaking up with one first 1 minute of this candle. So I will not execute buys. I want to see how the current M5 candle will. Once that candle will, I will execute maybe on next candle. Alright, M5 candle has closed and the next M5 candle is breaking above the highs. But if I look at it details, I can see this is like 17 pips of consolidation. So maybe execute a trade once we down. And if I look at M30 candle is creating an upper wick, and this wick usually I don't like basically this wick. The reason of this wick is that maybe a hidden resistance is formed which is not visible, but this wick indicates that formation of resistance. So M15 candle has closed bearish, but it hasn't closed with a wick to the downside. So maybe we have created a support in here, and the next M5 candle is now breaking below this area. So I am waiting. I am planning to execute buys once we break above this area 1924. But if I look at it in more details, I can see that H1 candle candle is also creating an upper wick, and now we have broken below previous M5 candle low. So I will move one candle back. I will execute sells below this low, which is around 12 pips away. So yeah, now I am waiting. If this sell works out, my potential take profit is around 1917. But I need, and my stop loss is 1924. I am also not anticipating price to break above current M5 candle high. Alright, we are moving down. If I look at M30, M30 has moved down straight, and maybe M30 candle is about to close. Let it close. Now as the M30 candle, I can see that there is probability for M30 candle to create an upper wick first before breaking, potentially keep down in 40 pips. So essentially, I I am gonna, actually there is no point of holding this trade. We will re-execute later on. Let's close this trade for now. In the first 1 minute, we have created a higher high for this M15 candle. Now, in order to execute a buy, I want M15 candle to close bullish and the next M15 candle to break above previous M15 candle high. On then I will execute buys. Other than that, I am just in sells because previous two M15 candles are closing bearish. Now the M15 candle has closed, but it has closed with wick at the top, and the range here is very small, around 6 pips, and it is a very risky trade. M5 candle has closed, still closed above all M5 candle highs to the left. As I have only 3 trades for today and I am only 45 minutes down this simulation session, I will rather pass on this opportunity. Yeah, I was planning buys above this area for a 26 pips of move, but I have passed on to this opportunity. because I wasn't very confident about that. Now I look at M15 candle has created a high in first 5 minutes. The candle has closed bearish. Now if we break below this low, I will execute sell stop around 5 pips below the current candle, and I am planning to hold this trade. So I have executed a sell. My stop loss is at 1923. This sell was based on the fact that maybe a resistance is created at 1925 area, and there is was probability for prices to keep pushing in this 1916 area. And as I have seen from today's price action, breakouts aren't respected today. So that's why I executed this sell inside the range. It was way too risky sell. But all right. At this point, M30 candle has closed. It didn't break below previous M30 candle low. H1 candle has also closed with a small body, and there is no wick at the bottom. There is no wick in any time frame. So at this point, either there are two options. Either I close my entire position, close half, or let the my stop loss to hit. Although candle has closed bearish with no wick at the bottom, but it has closed this support area. So I will close half my position once we break above previous M5 candle high, and I will close entire position once we break above this area at 1923 area. Alright, at this point I will be closing half of my trade, and I will also set a stop loss right in here, and we will again execute a sell below this area. Now in my anticipation, there is a strong resistance formation in this area, so which technically may push price down till 1916 area. If the volume is with us, we can continue pushing down in this 75 pips of range. In my opinion, we have done a fake out above 1925 area. So now I will wait, and I am looking to see how I can execute another trade. Alright, M5 candle has closed bearish. If M15 candle break below its own low, there will be another opportunity for sell. So I will go with that idea, and yeah, this is around 40 pips of range, and 38 pips of range on the least side. Alright, M15 candle has closed bullish at a support level based in H1 time frame, and there is lot of consolidation. So I will not execute another trade, and I will Set up a stop loss in this trade. If we break above these areas, there is no point of holding this trade because M15 candle has closed bullish. Alright, at this we have put all those areas and there is no point of holding these sell trades. And I will cut all of these trades and I will now wait. Wait a second. Technically, I should let this run. I should wait for prices to break above this area in M1 time frame and modify my stop loss a little bit because should break above these to left if we are to move up. Technically, there is a resistance, so we may respect that resistance and continue pushing down. And yeah, I was able to do so because I have seen that happen to me a lot of times on my real account. I will place stop loss above these M5 highs and I will let it run. Now the M30 candle has closed bullish, which may mean that we can continue up, but for that we need to break above previous M30 candle high. M30 candle has created a lower wick in first 5 minutes, so maybe we can push up. Yeah, we have broken above that M5 candle high. Wait a second, let me adjust my stop losses above that M5 candle highs. Yeah, so now I got stopped out and now I will just wait. And now we are stuck in this consolidation to break below this area for sell, and I am not looking for buys. The reason being it seems like there is no interest for prices to move in buy position. Now if I look at M30 candle, M15 candle has closed bearish and it has broken above all those areas to left, and there is high volume times, so maybe we can push down in this area, and but it is very risky trade, so I will just pass on from this opportunity. Yeah, we are now breaking that area, And if I look at M1, lot of mess in here. Patience makes much more sense rather than buys or sells in here. So if I look at today's trading, I have already lost around 36 US dollars. 36 pips I have lost already. So even if I execute a trade which went in like 31 pips profit, still I won't be able to cover that loss. So I will just wait. So if I look in here, M30 candle is breaking that area. I was trying to explain that at M13 for details. There is now very high probability that we can push down till 1914 area, but since I have seen that move, so I will not execute it. Yeah, I was pretty much anticipating this move. M5 candle closed with wick at the bottom, and yeah, second. If there is a wick left to be filled, which is around 70 pips, and we have moved up, maybe there is probability that we can fill this wick. But if I look at M1, I can execute this trade, but it will be way too risky for me to execute this trade, so I will just pass on. Now at this point, if I look at M1, there is a lot of volume. We have respected that high, have created a little bit of break by placing a stop loss of I am gonna execute for 25 pips, I guess. Sell stop got active, and this is my stop loss now, 1970. I will place a stop loss right in here and let it. Yeah, I got stopped out. I know that in sort of setups is sort of patterns ever I have lost around $50 around. Also, I want to mention that yeah, around 32, around 30 pips, very strong area because we got rejected and we didn't tested the seed. And if above this high, I will execute buys M5 time frame. Yeah, right in here. These buys are more valid as compared to sells because our overall trend was 80 days above above H1 level, down this, and now we are trying to pick up. That's my whole reason to execute this trade, and this sort of setup usually takes longer time to achieve TP. So I will just wait patient here. My stop loss have broken below this M5 candle low, which I basically don't like, because if we are to up, there was point for breaking below that M5 candle. There is probability at this point that we can down in this 50 pips of range. So if I now look at that we have this and M1 candle is respecting area and M5 candle has that area, I will execute a buy position by risk stop loss below this area for buys. And if we break below M1 candle low, I will be out. Other than that, I will trade for till 1975. Now if I look at M30 candle has closed bearish, and M30 has closed bearish. Probably there are slight chances that can push up, that we need to back the trend. I am out. Now I will just watch markets. A is the type of A results losses, because I have little experience of sort of dissection. Actually, I should have stick to my original bias of cells. Still didn't break above this area, although we have created a support, but we still respected this area, so I should have executed sell once break below yes M5 candle low by placing loss of this area. I would be capture around 4 of move, but there is now, and now I will just wait. M30 candle is again taking yes M30 candle low, and yeah, there was my trade. I should have exited this trade for potential take profit of 40 pips. Now the H1 candle is bearish, and if the next H1 candle breaks this H1 candle low, there be a problem sells. But if I look at, we have dropped around 130 pips top. Essentially, that means all right. At this point, H1 candle has closed bullish, M30 bullish, and M50 and M5 candles have closed bullish. Now I will try to execute buys once we create a lower wick for this H1 candle for buys, because I do that is now formed. But for that, by execution, I need wait for lower wick formation. Now at this point, I will be executing buys based on the fact that we may not see a lower low. This is my stop loss at 1916 for potential take profit of around 60 pips. But if I look at there, we are still respecting that area. Yeah, what should I do? Have created a resistance, break above that resistance, and then we started pushing down. So, and this was a no, I will not execute buys even if we break above that area. Now I will just wait. We are breaking below that M50 candle, and at this point, if I can see M30 candle has closed this. So I will set up my buy positions. If prices come down, I will execute one more buy and let run. Other than that, I am already down around 70 US around 100 US dollar a and this thing area is my stop loss. If we are to push up, we expect the lows and continue up. But I have seen that there is little to volumes, so it may take time for prices up. Now in this trade, I am up around 36 dollars, and now I will be managing stop loss, my stop loss actively. All right, I'm 5 candle is creating a lower low, prices up, but now break below area. I should I was anticipating that 5 candle will push down Now we are breaking, yeah, but I will not execute. Why is the reason being breakouts are not working out today? So maybe this breakout will also not work. Think, just wait. As I know that breakouts are not working today, but I still want to execute. So I will be execute right in here by placing a stop loss below M5 candle low, M50 candle low, because my bias is that we are pushing up. M550 candle has already broken above all the resistance levels, so maybe we are creating a lower prices to go up. That's why I have executed these buys. And yeah, now I will only be at M50 time frame, manage my stop loss, and I will be at 1 minute time frame, manage my take profit till this. Yeah, yeah, we are now upper 38 tips. I will wait and one candle to candle has, and at this point I will, yeah, I am closing higher. Now we have a gap up at this topped out. All right, if now I look at M30 candle, M30 candle has strong bullish candle, which essentially means that there is high probability for prices to create a lower wick in the first 15 minutes and potentially keep pushing up later on in the second half of M30 candle. So I wanted to execute a trade right in here for buys by placing a stop loss of around 30 pips, but I didn't got a chance. I will not execute trade above this area. Yeah, we are again coming down to that area. If I look in here and yeah, this buy trades make a sense by placing a stop loss of 43 pips. We should push up because I do believe that this is lower wick formation for next M30 candle, but I may be wrong. At this point, I have made a mistake. I shouldn't have executed this buy trade at all. I should have waited for M5 candle to close bullish so that I can knew that support is formed and then execute this buys. So I will just exit this position and I will wait for M5 candle to close bullish so that I can know. Yeah, right in here. This is what I was waiting for. But now the idea becomes, yeah, it make entire sense to execute a trade. If we come lower, I will again execute a trade and yeah, yeah, I want to execute a trade in here. And this area is my stop loss around 25 pips away. Now the M30 candle has closed bearish. So as I know that although there is an uptrend, but market is moving up slowly without giving us any breakouts. And I do believe that we have retested this support area for prices to up in this 50 of range. So that's how I was able to execute this trade. Now we are 80 pips up on these trades. So I will be looking at 1 minute time frame, take profit. If we break below previous M1 candle low, that is where I will take my entire position off. Now I will just wait for yeah. Now the M1 candle has closed bearish and we are moving down. So at this point, close everything. And now I will just watch markets. And in the meantime, let's look at our history. Today I made a lot of errors. Starting, yeah, this is 8, 32, 34, 46, 104, uh, 4 and minus 50. So I am up around 40 US dollars. But the whole idea is that on my real account, I can't take so much losses in a row. So I need to figure out how I took those losses and what I can do better in coming days in order to drastically improve my trading. So this is all for now, and I will see you guys with another simulation session later on. Until then, take care, have fun, and I will see you